Welcome to my channel. I'm the Young Entrepreneur, and today is a new day, so let's make the most of it. Today I have with me Farzan Parupia. He is a local entrepreneur, well-versed in digital marketing and Amazon business. I am in no way qualified to give him an introduction, so Farzan, if you would please give us an overview of your experience.
Hey, thanks for having me, Stommy. Yeah, so in terms of business and marketing experience, just to go over it briefly, I began, in business back in 2012 when I was the marketing and operations manager of Bayina TV. So for the most part, I've been involved in the Muslim digital marketing space since then. So it's been about 8 years or so. And so after Bayina, I did an Amazon business, Amazon private labeling, FBA business, because when you say Amazon business, it's a vague thing. There's actually quite a few different niches even within Amazon. So anyway, so that was from 2014 to 2016, 2015 to 2016. Along the same time, I also did an Amazon course because I gained a lot of traction, was doing really well. So I created and sold my own Amazon course. And then digital marketing and consulting, I started in 2016. So I kind of shifted from being specific to Amazon to general digital marketing. And I actually also sold my own Amazon business just because that business was declining and it was becoming more difficult to gain traction. And Amazon had changed a lot of its guidelines and rules and legislations and whatnot. So it became a bit tough to continue that business. And also there's a lot of money stuck in inventory, and there's a lot of issues with the physical products business. So I decided to go more the digital route. And so I was doing consulting with different companies, primarily one company, for more than 2 years. And then I started my own marketing consulting agency late last year, and that's what I'm doing up until today. So that's my, repertoire or kind of general experience that I've had in digital marketing for the last about 8 years or so.
8 years is a long time, and I'm sure you've gathered much knowledge from your experience. I want to learn what is the most important thing you can tell any beginning entrepreneur.
Yeah, so I don't know if I can narrow it down to one thing, to be honest, because I think entrepreneurship is such a crazy, interesting, multifaceted experience. So there's, quite a bit of advice that I would give myself if I was just starting out, or if someone else is starting out, that I would give them. So I'll try to narrow it down and be as concise as possible. The first thing I would say is probably learn and invest in yourself. And that comes in many forms, but specifically I would say find a mentor and also invest in good training. And I think that those are two things that have really helped me quite a bit. And when I say training, I also mean online training, but also reading books, right? And I believe those two things, mentorship and books and just learning in general, are just two crucial things that anyone needs to succeed honestly in any area of life, especially entrepreneurship and business. So, there's no need to try to reinvent the wheel. There's no need to, try to figure things out yourself. As they say, success leaves clues, right? So you want to model success. You want to model the success that's already out there, people who have already achieved the goals that you are looking to achieve. And so I would go out there, even in your local community or locality, you can find a mentor. Nowadays, you don't even have to restrict yourself to only your locality because of the online space. You can connect with almost anybody. If you are active enough online, if you're persistent enough, then someone who you don't even know, who's at the next level where you want to go, that person, you'll be surprised as to how many people are willing to actually give you some time and some advice to help you achieve your goals, or at the very least give you guidance. So learn and invest in yourself. That requires time and effort, and also money as well in some cases. I have paid myself, meaning I myself have paid upwards of 5 figures, throughout my short career in digital marketing for different types of trainings, for access to different mentors. For example, I just joined a group coaching program, so I get access to a mentor with my business partner, and we paid $2,000 for that, and that's in pounds, so that's about maybe $2,500 in dollars. And that's just one small example. We've paid actually way more. We paid $7,000 last year for access to certain trainings for about a year. So, and that's just within the last, 10 to 12 months, and that's not even everything. So, people will spend, 5, 6, 7 figures, honestly, to invest into trainings, masterminds, books, etc., mentors, to, get to the next level. And you really need to do that. So I would say that's definitely one of my biggest advices to beginning entrepreneurs. Don't try to figure things out yourself. Model success, find success, and model that success. I would also say, along with that, just to carry on, is that even when you're trying to model success, the reality is that you're still going to fail. And failure is the path to success, as they say. So you have to be prepared to fail again and again and again, because that's the reality of life, and that's the inevitable reality of life, is that you are going to fail. Not everything you do will succeed, but the more you try and the more you keep going and the more persistent you are, then the more chance you'll have to succeed. And of course, every failure comes along with lessons, and you learn more and more as you fail again and again, until a point comes where you will have that, hopefully you'll have that one success that really is that big success that you've been wanting for a long time. But even after you achieve a certain level of success, those failures will continue no matter what, right? So to even climb up the ladder of success, you need to climb up the ladder of failure. Like the steps to, it's almost like success is like a floor, the floors in a building, and failures are the steps going from floor to floor in each building. So to get from one floor to the next, you got to go up those stairs, and those stairs are called failure. So the more you fail, the closer you actually get to success, which is the irony of the whole process. And then the last advice I would give, just to answer this question, and some of you, I know I've gone for a long time, you can edit out whatever you want, but the goal, in my opinion, for any entrepreneur should not be money. And that might sound counterintuitive, but rather it should be to learn, it should be to grow, it should be to expand, and it should also be to serve others, right? And when the goal of any business or of any entrepreneur is to serve and to provide a solution to people's problems and to really make others' lives better and improve their situation, then I think that the money will follow, right? So a lot of people, what they do is they'll make money the goal, and then they'll figure out, or they'll think, okay, well, what can I do to make that money? You got to flip it. You got to think, okay, well, how can I serve people? What is a problem that I can provide a solution to based on based on the experience and the knowledge that I have, based on the background that I have, based on the passion that I have, and how can I use it to serve other people? And I guarantee you, if you find that niche for yourself that you love and that you excel at, then the money will follow thereafter. So I would say those are probably the most important pieces of advice that I would give someone who's just starting out.